Are there opportunities for people to be bullish next year, given the current market environment?
I actually think there are. Happy New Year to you, Dom. Good to see you, and thanks for having me. I think there are coming into 2019. Now, I'm not wildly bullish for 2019, but where the market is today, we've had this 20% peak to trough decline, roughly. And then look at what's going on. We've got some progress on the trade, the tariff deals with China. Who knows what kind of progress it is and where we ultimately end up, but it's better than it was last week. We've got Jerome Powell, who's probably in his job for the next 3 months to 6 months, and the Fed is likely going to be not as tight as they have been. And we've priced in a lot of the slowdown in global growth. Now I would look to see some stimulus coming, particularly from China. So all of those things, at where the market is today, the U.S. stock market is today, it's probably not a bad place to add some equities.
Brian, you are a fast money trader, so let's talk about your take on trader sentiment right now. Is it generally positive? Or are we tilting more negative given what we've seen over the past couple of months?
No, and that's what I love about it, right? Everybody's so negative. Everybody's saying, oh, the world's coming to an end and all of that. And you know what? Maybe the world does come to an end, but I don't think it's going to be today. And I don't think it's going to be in the next 3 months or so. So as a trader, where my kind of sweet spot as a trader is looking out 3 weeks to 3 months, I look at all these things and all this negativity, and you want to be on the other side of the boat there. If everybody's on one side, BK runs to the other.
All right, well, BK is running to the other. Peter Bookvar is out with a story right now on CNBC.com saying that we don't see the types of bull market rips that we saw on the day after Christmas in a bull market. These things happen maybe in bear markets. So are we in a bear market, or are we just kind of treading water, I guess, until 2019?
Well, you know, Peter's right. When you get some of the largest point moves to the upside in bear markets, I don't have the exact stats, but it's somewhere between 6 to 8 of the 10 largest moves to the upside have been during bear markets. I remarked last week that the trading of the last week or so reminded me very much of the trading in 2008. That's not to say we're in crisis or anything like that, just that the volatility where you have a day where the Dow's down to 650 and then up 1,000 the next day. Those type of moves were very common in 2008, 2009. And as a trader, that type of volatility, you know, I'm a volatility junkie, Dom, so I love that stuff.
So given all the volatility, Brian, let's talk about what's on your shopping list. If things go a little bit more haywire, like they have over the past couple of months, what goes on your shopping list? What are you looking to buy? What types of names? What types of sectors?
So to me, it's all going to stem off the dollar, right? So if we get a weak dollar and we get some progress on tariffs, I want to be in the multinationals, the names that have just been really beaten up that'll get that dollar tailwind. If you want to go bigger macro picture on that, you get a weaker dollar. If you're a baby boomer, maybe you want to buy gold. If you're a millennial, you probably want to buy Bitcoin based on that weaker dollar play. Other than that, I think you have to be a bit tactical in here and pick your favorite sector, because if we do get these, let's call it a bear market rip or some kind of a bull market again, all boats are going to rise with this tide.
Brian, you have been on our network a lot over the course of the past year. You have been an unabashed bull on many parts of the cryptocurrency markets, and those cryptocurrency markets have tumbled in a very large way.
Yep.
What exactly is it about these markets that still has you positive? This price action can only be viewed as negative by many people. It was only about a year ago that we were about 17,000 in terms of Bitcoin prices. We're now closer to around 3,700.
Yeah, a year ago, Dom, I'd walk into the newsroom in EC and everybody loves me. Now, you know, I have to hide around the corners. But the thing about Bitcoin for me, it's not necessarily Bitcoin, but what we're looking at here is software that disintermediates a huge part of financial services. So when I look at investment opportunities around the world and I say, okay, where is the biggest growth area and what areas are going to be disrupted? That's what cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin do. You're able to move money around the world with little to no fees without a middleman. And you look at other industries that have been disrupted. Look at what's happened to the newspapers from blogs. Look at what's happened to television and broadcast television or even movies because of stuff like Netflix. The same type of thing is happening with cryptocurrencies in the financial services area. So if I look at the next 5 to 10 years, where's the growth area on Wall Street? It's cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin.
Brian, the trend, there's no doubt the trend has been lower for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies in a very, very big way. Yeah. What exactly would you be watching for in terms of downside? Because it does exist for cryptocurrencies.
So you couldn't have said it better, Dom, right? So I've been talking about cryptocurrency since 2014, 2013 when I wrote my book. I've seen this boom bust cycle 3 times since then. So a couple different things I would say. Number one, size it appropriately. 1 to 5% of your portfolio should go into this type of asset class. It is the riskiest thing you can do with your money. Now, that being said, where do we look, what do we look like in 2019? It wouldn't surprise me if we drop down to 2,000 or so, but we're starting to see the sellers get exhausted. A lot of the people that were forced sellers over the last couple months are done. What I don't see yet is who the next buyer is. I think it's going to be institutions. Institutions that I talk to are ready to write a check. They just haven't written the check to buy into cryptocurrencies yet. So that's kind of the missing piece. As soon as I see that, then I'll get pretty bullish again on Bitcoin.